Hi, we're Orama. I'm Thomas. This is Kenny, Nate, and Anton.
Alright, so meet Josh Terrence. He's a freelance web developer and he makes websites for his clients. And his biggest waste of time is when he has to re-authenticate users after their account has been hacked. So you have to reset the password, and it's a big waste of time for him when he could have been doing more productive things. So a way to combat this is using two-factor authentication. And two-factor authentication is when you use a password as well as a SMS code that is texted to your phone to log into an account. But it's really inconvenient, and only 6.5% of people use two-factor authentication. Why? Well, you need another device to log into your account. And if you don't have data signal, or you don't have battery on your phone, or if your phone's just not in the room, it can be really inconvenient to log in.
So here's a demo of our website. As you can see, when you log in, you put your email, your password, and it takes a picture of your face to make sure it's you logging in. And you can see on the left and right that our authentication method is just as fast as just putting in your email and password, and it's much, much faster than putting in your password and a code. And the good news is this can go on any website, so any developer can easily add it with a few lines of code.
So what we're making is an API, which is basically a tool for developers to integrate this into their own website to allow for a more secure login that is just as convenient and get all their users to start using it.
So currently there are already some authentication services on the market for people to use, such as Duo, Google Authenticator, and Authy. Orama aims to fill the gap between these services and traditional one-factor authentication, where one-factor authentication is very secure, or is very unsecure, but not very, or very convenient, and whereas two-factor authentication is very secure, but very inconvenient.
Our target market is the 30 million companies in the US.
So we're selling Orama as a service. What that means is that developer add a few lines of code to their website, and then we will process their logins for them. We'll charge them a fee for each authentication. And this leads to increased customer satisfaction because they get hacked less often. It also lowers the account management costs because when they get hacked, it takes time and money for websites to reset. It also lowers internet security insurance costs. Websites will pay for insurance, so if they get hacked, they'll get money back to rebuild their website. But we can lower the cost by saying it's less dangerous.
So in the future, we want to add more features such as iris scanning, CAPTCHAs, and backup SMS codes if the face recognition doesn't work. We also want to add blinking, so you can't just hold up a picture of someone and authenticate as them. As for scaling, we want to sort of increase our code's ability to handle thousands of users. And we would also like to, I guess, eventually start targeting larger companies with existing login systems so they can improve upon their, I guess, current platforms.
So for our customer acquisition and traction, we've already gotten a couple beta testers to test our API and give us feedback so we can improve on it. We're also going to be contacting YouTubers. We are already in contact with some to make sure that they're going to be having coverage on our API and to get the word out there. We're also going to be using social media marketing for targeted ads. And after that, just general market expansion and hopefully moving on to smaller companies and eventually larger corporations.
So for the first 3 years, we're going to be targeting independent web developers who are building websites for companies. And that is to build our brand, but as you can see, independent web developers are going to be making enormous amounts of websites. So in year 4 and 5, we're seeking to make deals with larger sites, such as e-commerce sites like Shopify or BigCommerce, such that we can have much larger growth, but we'll have a strong brand name at the time, so they'll trust us. And all of this will only be possible with our team. Kenny and Nate were working on the back-end programming. I helped with the front end and operations, and Anton worked on marketing and all the visual assets.